Hey kid, oi, oi. No, forget it. Thank you. Alex the Burb, all right, Alex. How are you? Very good live stream this morning. Lots of people, but you will have been in bed. Good. What did you have for breakfast? Egg, fried, boiled. Scrambled. In Croatia, do you dip bread into your eggs? All right. Do you dip bread into your fried eggs? That's good to hear. But what about HP brown sauce? Best sauce. Best sauce for fried food. Tomato ketchup. I think when I was a kid, tomato ketchup used to usually have some tomatoes in it. It's just too manufactured now. I just wonder what percentage of tomato sauce ketchup is actually tomatoes. Could do a search. I didn't set up the internet. Yeah, maybe I'm right. I just tried to do a search. It's verifying that the configuration problem has resolved. Let's try again. Oops, I clicked the wrong button there. Not having a lot of luck here. I'm trying to get a network out. Oh, here we go. I caught that button again that switches it round. Can you still see me, Alex? Maybe you've got it. Okay, I think I am in. Fucking thing. What percentage of ketchup the question was already there. He says the primary ingredient of tomato ketchup is not tomatoes. Looks like it's corn syrup. I don't eat much of it in anyway. All right, Ed. When I said the other week I got drunk on a quarter of a bottle of Tankqueray, turns out it was half a bottle. No, that's the chips gone. No more tomato ketchup for me. All cold chips. I started watching that Unforgivable last night. But I just couldn't. I got it 5 or 10 minutes in it. Excuse me. That Don't Look Up looks fucking stupid as well. Excuse my language, Alex. What time is it? Time is it, Ed? Okay, well, I'll try to keep it down in anyway. What is the Spielberg movie? Yeah, I think that Don't Look Up is they've just thrown a few big names together with a fucking shite film. Like he's the first fat boy. He's throwing. So they're locking this woman in the room, and she says, "Where's the toilet?" There's no toilet. So he threw some newspapers down on the floor saying, "Pee on those." I don't know if that's supposed to be fucking funny or what, but there's a black guy in it. He looks like he's come straight out of the fucking Planet of the Apes. I don't know if they're trying to take the piss with that or what. So I like West Side Story. You mean for the film? Well, it's just a bad idea. You know, it's a good idea, but they did it before the show. They did it before with when they landed the rocket on the fucking asteroid. And apparently there's a very famous English actor, I never heard of him, called Mark Rylance. And they're all they're bragging off saying an Academy Award winner. It just looks fucking, I'm just looking at the trailer now, it just looks so fucking stupid. And looks like they got a famous director. I started watching the Power of the Dog. That looked fucking stupid as well. I think they're becoming like YouTube. They're just trying to shock. Who wants to live in America? Da 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 da. Yeah, they've just no fucking shame, have they? I mean, Spielberg's got enough money. Look at this cunt how he's sat in this chair. I don't know if he's a director or a British actor. Did you see that? Look how that cunt sat in the chair. What the fuck is that? If that is not fucking, I really don't give a fuck. I like Jennifer Lawrence. Which reminds me, I need to see Red Sparrow. I think she gets her tits out. It was quite interesting live stream this morning, Ed. Lots of people on it, lots of new people, polyglots, geek. Why can't you? Where, is he like a fucking? Is he pissed or what? Is he a fucking? What did he say? Frat party in America? What the fuck is that? He's supposed to be representing a multi-million-pound film for Netflix, and he's just fucking flailed back in his chair. I mean, and fucking Leo, you thought that Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer, they must have given some right fucking money. I mean, even the title is fucking shit, innit? Don't Look Up. Croissant. I better tell you, I'm getting fucking angry at this film. I should put some porn on. Yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes, he got 56%. I think this is the Russian guy, isn't it? Which robbery is that? Oh, you'd have been right at home this morning. We had a lot of people talking about Russia and Georgia. No, this is not a balaclava. A balaclava is a little bit different. So a balaclava is like, it's got a hole in the top which covers, which, you know, which for your eyes, so you can see. Apparently, the review, yeah, it's fucking nonsense. Apparently in the Crimean War, the British soldiers or the English soldiers, they wrote home to their families and asking them to make something, and the families at home started making these. Oh, she's cute. I'll turn the camera around so you can see what we're dealing with. Le croissant. Je voudrais le croissant. What's big in Japan? Just my penis. She's quite cute. I like girls with the page haircut. You know, the haircut that comes around like this. I like that. A water pie? I've never heard of that. A water? No, I've never done food. The most shocking thing I ever saw in my life, and I heard about a mud pie in Haiti. The children fucking eat mud pies, believe it or not. They fucking eat mud pies. It was the most depressing, sad sight I'd ever seen in my life. And the fucking Red Cross, they raised fucking £500 million or dollars, and the kids there are still fucking eating mud pies. It's fucking heartbreaking. And those fucking cunts doing that. These charities are fucking majority of fucking robbing bastards. Simon Whistler, no. There was a joke once. It wasn't a joke. It was a story where this young boy, the teacher gave him detention because he'd been whistling in class, and so the next day he went home and told his mum. All right, Maury. So he went home. So this boy went home, told his mum, the teacher gave me detention for whistling, and so the mother wrote a letter to the teacher, please do not detain my son for whistling. Signed, Whistler's mother. It's an intellectual joke, I know. Yeah, he's just not that. It's education for their children as well. The fucking big house, the fucking big car, everything. I met one of these cunts in London. His daughter was going to the SOAS, and he was talking to me. This is what he said to me. He says, since America, because at one time, it's probably over 30 years ago, the Americans, because that's where they were getting all the money from, the Americans cut back on the United Nations. And this guy said to me, it's not interesting now, all the fun has gone out of it. They're cunts. They're fucking cunts. And I was talking to one or two at the table, and to volunteer for these people, you've got to have a degree. And this guy was telling me, no, you've got to have professionals. They're fucking cunts. It took a long time for people to catch on to PETA. They were killing fucking 90% of the animals that were taken in within 7 days. What's the COVID status in New Zealand, Murray? So yesterday in Japan it was 170, and today it's like 120, something like that. In England, it's fucking 58,000. Who's that, PETA? They slagged everybody off, mate. The head of that organisation is British. Yeah, I like Doctors Without Borders shit. And there's another charity that I like that operates in Central and South America. And what they do, it's called maybe a smile charity. And kids that are deformed with like an haired lip, they'd put it right. Any kid with anything wrong with their face, they'd make the kid normal. Was it Médecins Sans Frontières? But what's fucking happening? We've got the worst fucking, most idiotic fucking leader in the world. He's just knocked his 7th kid out. But that's not mentioning the ones we don't know about. You know, like any celebrity that was doing anything fucking wrong, giving a dog a piece of toast. I was given some Pyrenees. I used to take him a snack from the 7-Eleven, and then the owner of these dogs at the electrical company, she just said, "Is that fucking registered food, proper food for dogs?" I says, "No." She just stopped giving it them. So now the dogs come and bark, but I can't give them any food. I was bitter all my life. My dad was in prison most of my early life. Then he came out of prison and killed my mother. I left home at 16, bought a house at 20, took in my brothers, and then they shit on me later on in life. Any more fucking questions? Could I be Russian with that fucking background? I invented something for a telephone coin box and they stole the patent. Anything else? I bought Ethereum 20 coins. Now they're worth that would be like 10 million yen. And the fucking idiot I told not to sell them. Anything else? No, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter, I'm angry. See, this makes my day, because I'm going to go over to this table here and give this little girl some sweets, because I'm Santa. And that makes me happy, and it makes the kids happy. Sometimes it doesn't make the parents happy. I'm going to get a drink as well. Be back in a minute. Preach. I'm going to do. I did more for my brothers with less than £1,000 than they did for me with fucking millions of pounds. Yeah, I must admit I was probably always a complaining bastard. That's a fair comment. Not as much as Ed though. Ed is always going on about his fucking his roof. There was something on one of the social, either Instagram or YouTube shorts, whatever, and they said, "Why don't Russians smile?" And they explained why Russians don't smile, and I think the big reason what they said was because they don't trust people. Paranoia. Yeah, I like Russians. So, oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, I think that's the problem with the world is yeah, sometimes people take friendliness and being helpful for a weakness. I remember this when I was about 15 or 16. I was at a football game, and we were taught how to be polite. And I said to this guy on the stand, he was in front. He says, "I said, excuse me, please," and he said, "Oh, all right then." And I just wanted to fucking beat him to a fucking pulp. I was being kind and polite, and this cunt is taking the fucking piss. I still haven't forgot this incident. I wish I could fucking find that cunt. I really do. I was going to ask that question. Ed, would you say that I am bitter? And that I think I'm laughing most of the time, actually. I think a better name for you, being Russian, would be Elephantusky. Oh my God, you shut me down. You're a right fucking wingman, you aren't you? Well, when you say what group, what do you mean by that? Do you mean social group or social strata? Yeah, but you've got to remember, most YouTube people, that is not their real personality. They're faking it. They're faking being happy. They're faking that voice. They're faking being hyperactive. Very few people are like that in real life. It's called New Zealand. I did Moe-chan. We was at this Joyful, and she was talking on this fucking app, and she was like fucking hyper for 30 minutes, being really friendly, over the top, talking to her, very genuine, being, you know what I mean, but it was like, oh, she was really, really over friendly, asking questions really quick. 30 minutes, she was fucking shagged out. She was really tired because it took a lot of fucking work and effort to be like that. You can't be like that all the time because it's tiring. The first time I met a Kiwi was in Andorra. We were on a school holiday, skiing trip, and we met this Kiwi, and he was just hyper all the time. I wanted to kill him. What the fuck's up with this kid? And then I would learn later that all Kiwis are like that. Yeah, I've seen one or two of those tubers, and they're just fucking, I don't like them, they're fucking pedophiles. So what was your point? So she wouldn't help you, that you're saying she wouldn't help? When I was in New Zealand, I worked with a lot of New Zealand young kids, and they were all telling me the same story, that the teachers were just fucking, they were telling the kids that they would never amount to much. You're a loser, you'll never do anything in your life. I couldn't fucking believe it. This seemed to be quite a lot of teachers telling the kids that. All right, DTT. No, not me. I was all right with that. I hardly ever went to school because I was bullied. But when I was at school, I was popular. I was the class clown. I was popular with the teachers because I worked hard. I was smart, so I was all right. I didn't like the teachers. I don't know, what did Alex say? Oh, I told you about the being after school. Well, sorry, I thought I was elephant talking. Fucking hell, you can't believe some of these people that are fucking teachers, can you? I know American teacher who's part of the writers group, and it took a person that wasn't a proper teacher to teach him how to teach. Like fucking eliciting answers, letting other people speak first, not letting other people interrupt. Let the other people think. Kids should never intervene when someone's trying to give an answer, because it stops that person's synapses from acting. Well, I think my teachers were okay. But there were two of them or three of them. They wouldn't go to the staff room. They would smoke in the classroom. Did that happen in America, Ed? Ed was in love. What about you other guys? Any of your teachers smoking in the classroom? Bike up, I've told you never to come to this fucking place again, you cunt. What's happening? Did you get a job yet? Yeah, they did in Asheville. What, you were 15 and you managed to get your hand on some weeds? Bike Up is a friend of mine, well, so he says. Check him out he's got a YouTube channel concerned with motorbikes. He was in the army. You smoked in the school toilet, but you don't like the smell of smoke. That sounds a bit contradictory. Yeah, maybe you should go and... I think they had this advertisement in the 1960s in America, and like they portrayed the air hostesses like dolly birds and fucking hostesses. So they don't know, you dozy fucker, they don't know what to do with this screen, so she took it off the table. And now that's at the back of the chair, so when she moves the chair back, it's going to fall on the floor. There are some dozy cunts in Japan. Cheers, D. There's like a screen on the table between, like this one here. So it's between, it splits the table, so people don't spit on each other. I saw this on Yahoo today. It was this, let people spit, yeah. And it was this fucking Welsh tart. She was like she had some kind of YouTube thing or whatever, or Facebook. She tried to flush a fucking marmoset monkey down the fucking toilet. And she took a photograph of it, the cruel bastard. And she was giving the monkey like fried food. Horrible, horrible cunt. I think she's going to get some jail time. Yeah, I'm not sure which one it was, Elephant. I don't know if it was TikTok or... Just type in marmoset in toilet. I'll hold my tongue. They dream of taking over the Crimea, Ukraine. Someone told me that the best looking women in the world are in the Ukraine. Thank you, MP. I want to get them longer. What I'm doing now is I'm wearing a dark shirt to make them stand out. What do you think? Then when they get long, I'm going to go back to England and go on a TV show and win a lot of money. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'd like to make them longer. I always have plans, but I've got like a short memory attention. It's a good it's a good job. Ed's name is Ed. There was a Royal Marine trainer, and he became the coach of Sheffield Wednesday, my local football team, and he was doing quite well, and he got famous, and he gave the fucking football team like Royal Marine training, things like that, and he got a job. He got a job in Saudi Arabia teaching the national team or something like that. One of these in the Middle East. He was getting a lot of money, but he gave in after like he gave up after like 1 month or 2 months because he said all that was on fucking television was Flipper. He went back to his hotel room at night and there was just Flipper on. That was it. Well, I did. I was in the Royal Marine Reserve, so I would have done, yeah. Are you off already, pal? Okay. Thanks for the donation. Second one today. Take care, my friends. There you go. Just be careful. Especially if you're pretty. If you're pretty as well, get that fucking haircut or she'll get shagged. Especially if you meet Ed. Elephant, do you have quiz shows in Russia? Am I staying forever in Japan? I don't know. Hopefully I've got some money coming to me in the next couple of years, and I have been thinking, there's some guy that watches me called Penn, and he's like goes here and there. So I've been thinking of like maybe going to maybe Russia, for example, or the Ukraine, and having 1 month do a language course. That's what's on my mind. That's what I'm thinking of now. Do you have quiz shows in Russia? So you're not bothered about quiz? British people love quiz shows. And you can win, I think the biggest prize you can win on a British, apart from a millionaire, and you can win £1 million, that's the top prize. In India, they also have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and their prize is worth about £10,000 or dollars. Test, I've got a quiz. My team won last month on toughest quiz in Nagoya. So ask me any question. No, every day, mate. Every day people say shit. Every fucking day. If you can speak Japanese and you can hear, they insult every day. What I used to do is I used to confront them, and then they would always deny it. All right, Alex, take care, pal. Yeah, and so then what I used to do, if I saw them talking about me, and then when they came close to me, I would just shout "con" very loudly. So I must be getting old now because I'm just letting it go. What don't they say? Kore wa iiku ni kedo iranai hage futoru hana ga oki hana ga nagai. Guys near a night. Busai, Kusai. So it's always interesting when they come up with a new one. I like that when it's a new one, because one that I've never... someone said something new the other day, but I forgot what it was now. I have done this a couple of times when they've said something, and I said, how would you like it if you went to England and everyone you're walking down the street and people were saying bad things about you? Would you like that? That fucking shames them. Then the mother-in-law said, I was only joking. Have you seen my video? The vitamin R, well, the thing that saves people from scurvy is vitamin C, not vitamin R. Citrus fruits, lemon, for example. And that was the one that they started to take on ships, lemons. I don't know. There's a possibility, but I don't. In fact, lemons, limes, yeah, but limes are more expensive, certainly in Japan. No, but there have been like professional people, sports teams that have been. I saw one, and they were like adult men. There was one in the Hofbrauhaus, and this guy comes up to this woman behind her while they're filming, and he's doing this behind this Japanese. He's a fucking grown man. He's in his 40s or 50s, and he's doing this to a fucking Japanese woman, tourist. What the fuck is that? Like kids do it, yeah. Kids that don't know any better. Ed, do me a favour. Can you just fucking copy and paste what that and translate what that cunt's just said? Oh, riboflavin. Wasn't that a drink or something? Riboflavin. We had a drink called Ribena. That was fucking nice. I like that Ribena. Did you have that in America, Ed? Ribena? Ed, can you just copy and paste that, translate it? I want to see what that cunt's saying. Because he's always going on about my fucking art. No, what does he exactly say? I know he says Agi, but then it's Tamani Mata Kabutimas. I'm gonna. This cunt's irritating. He says the same fucking thing all the time. Get rid of this fucking wanker. See what I mean? I don't mind people insulting me. I just wish to be a bit more fucking interesting or genuine. Just making friends with some locals. Yeah, they said it a few days ago. It was a stupid fucking cunt. But the thing is, it does look more cool with a fucking hat, without a doubt. What I want is a nice red hat. I didn't get to remind that prick that the most popular man in the world is fucking The Rock with a very, very bald head. Oh, it's not like it's the second thing, so what? It's just, he thinks it fucking irritates me, it doesn't, you know, because most of the day I walk around without a hat on, so. But sometimes I need a new fucking cowboy hat. That would be nice. Because I look a lot cooler if it's a cowboy hat, I look a lot cooler. Yeah. And this is fucking cool. I'm gonna kill that cunt. Tankquerayed. I guess, I don't know, this is, what do you call it? What do you call that fizzy water? Tonic. I think if I went to America or back to England, I would soon be fucking in serious trouble. Yeah, but it's just like if a person is unattractive or overweight or bald or whatever, they've got some kind of physical problem, there's no need to go up to them and remind them. They know that. Tell them. What, where, when? Okay. What year did the Niagara Falls freeze over? I'll throw it. That's open. That question is open to everyone. What year did? Don't look. Don't cheat and look in the internet. What was a famous American astronomer had sex with his wife and her mother? What was this term called? Am I still broadcasting? It looks like I'm not broadcasting. Yeah, there you go. You're a bit of a bitch head. The year the Niagara Falls froze over was 1908. The term used for when an astronomer had sex with his wife and her mother was called the Hubble Double, and he got in trouble. Okay, here's another point for you. What was Hubble's first name? You fucking cunt. I've got one fucking window open. Can you drive into the Niagara Falls? Well, I doubt it, because she'd have gone over the top. It was frozen. That's a couple of 100 feet. I don't think she'd have survived. The first name of the Hubble, Mr. Hubble, was Edwin. She went OTT. What, did she drive down the river? Okay, ask me some questions for next week. What, who, where, when, what? There was, I think that is a popular place for killing people, isn't it? Killing themselves, and many people have done it for stunts. There was a famous, I think there was a famous guy called Blodwin. Was it Blondini? What did Blondini do? Did he walk across the falls on a tightrope? I think that's one of the first heroes I remember reading about, Blondini, when I was a kid. There was also the Italian family in America, and they were like fucking son, dad, granddad, great granddad, great great granddad. They were also Walensky, is it Walensky? Walendo? And he was fucking doing this tightrope walk, maybe in Chicago, and he didn't have a safety net or fucking rope. And it's on YouTube. He fell to his death. Walender, was that it? More like a fucking bellender. Yeah, it is Walender. Yeah, it was Chicago, 1978, Carl Walender. They don't call them, apparently now they call them aerialists. Well, apparently, there was some research done into why old men have to get out of bed to pee in the night, and what they found out that as the older you got, your water was stored in your legs, in your lower limbs. And why they did this research is because a lot of old Japanese men were getting up in the middle of the night to pee, and they ended up falling downstairs and all sorts and killing themselves. So they wanted to know if they could get around this. And the result was you had to sleep, either piss in bottles at the side of the bed like I do, or you put your legs above your head for 30 minutes in the daytime. Yeah, I came out tonight in my t-shirt. What's that verb, Ed? Iwama to? Is that kyaku or something? Good. Looks like Tankquerayed is the new fighting drink. Well, it can get worse. If it gets too noisy, I do ask them to turn it down, and they do at this place. -15, you lucky Russian bastard. Have you ever been in the Irish pub in Moscow airport? I have. I do count that as one of the countries that I visited. If I got off the plane, that is on my list of countries. There is I saw something today, and I can't remember where this guy was from, but he's visited it's Irish, yeah. I had a pint of Guinness. And he visited every country on earth without flying. Shitskarovsky. And that's when I went to Moscow, and as you know, everything in Moscow, in Russia, ends in off, and that's why I had to leave. Fuck man, that gin's going down quick. Yeah, well, it will be for Russians, yeah. There's have you ever been in LAX, Ed? There's a sign on the bar, and this sign says, and I've seen it in a couple of places in America, it says, if the bartender does not give you a receipt for your drink, call us and your next drink is free. So they want people to fucking shop the fucking bartender. Would you fucking work for someone like that? What it did, they would use gas, but they're sending it all to Europe. Domo Dedovo, that's a good fucking Domo Dedovo, that's a tongue twister. Domo Dedovo. Fuck, that is a tongue twister. No, do you use electricity, or do you use air conditioning, or do you use kerosene? Do you use coal? Do you use wood? Dumb dead. Is it you by oil central heating? I don't have heating. It's not got really cold yet, but I don't have heating or water. No, but what is it that warms the water? You're pulling teeth here a bit, Ed. I had a friend actually, and he went to Russia. He was from Manchester, England, and he said they were fucking unbelievably helpful. They were so I don't. They couldn't do anything for him. They couldn't do enough for him. There was he said they were very, very kind, you know, and lots of things like that. They treated guests really well. Okay, cool. My gas has been cut. I didn't pay the gas. I owe them. I think I owe them 10,000. They tried to fucking stoop me. They put a new meter on, then sent me a bill for fucking 5,000 yen. Fuck that. I didn't ask for a new meter. Don't use that. That's in bad taste. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Are you still, maybe I'm getting drunk now. Can you just say something that I know that you're still there? I'm still broadcasting. 1 hour, 20 minutes now. I suppose I should be drunk with that, shouldn't I? Yeah, in Britain, people just pay so much money for gas and electricity. And I'm not even sure if that fucking solar heating works. Because if you had solar heating on your house, wouldn't you expect that to pay for at least 50% of your fucking heating bills or your electricity? Is it like an affordable thing, or is it an expensive thing? Hotels? My dad used to make keys for gas meters and electricity meters. So if someone needed to borrow money from the meter, my dad would lend them the key for money. They would open the meter, take money out, and then they would give the key back to my dad. Then when they got money to put back into the meter, then they would do that. These were the keys. I think this was my dad's only skill, and beating women up. He's just fucking used to make these keys. I've never heard that before, Ed. I have never heard that before. That is fucking... fucking don't believe it. I guess gas must have got so expensive they couldn't afford to warm the rooms. I wouldn't put it on. I'd be straight in fucking bed, watching the porn channel and masturbating. What's that say? Hacken? I think that says Hacken, doesn't it? First time he's seen me. How do you mean mashed it? I once borrowed my dad's key, and it was the World Cup, and Brazil were playing, and I just put my hand in. I took a load of money out of my auntie's fucking gas meter, and then I locked it, and then they next minute they came in the door, and what happened was my auntie blamed my uncle. There was just £5 that went missing, and my auntie blamed my uncle. That was great. I think I'm going to tell him before he dies. I'm a bad boy. So I had a friend he died. He was an American. He was called Dave, and he was a bit of a character. He didn't work much. He was an actor, amateur actor, and he's been in some of my videos, and he was always telling me that I was the funniest comedian. So there was nothing wrong with his eyes and ears, and so I went to see me. I was going to make a new account so I could do Uber because I got banned, and he just had throat cancer or mouth cancer. He'd been in hospital for a while, and when I went to see him, he was still fucking smoking and drinking wine. We went out. I was buying him wine. I didn't want to say anything, and I said to a mutual friend, Tim, because I'm a bit worried about Dave. He's still smoking and drinking. And Tim said to me, "Don't worry, he's not going to die." Fucking 2 weeks later, he was gone. He was a fucking good character. No, do you not have these meters in Russia? In Britain, these coin meters that we have for electricity and gas and televisions, for poor people, and they pay a higher rate for these gas meters. They pay a higher rate. Yeah, because this is what I'm saying about the communist states. They look after the fucking people in fucking the Middle East, in Libya, in fucking Iran, in Iraq. They look after people's basic needs. All they ask is just be fucking faithful, believe in them. No, if it's metered in, it's more expensive. It's more expensive. And so when my dad, because he used to spend all the money on beer from the social, he didn't pay the bills, so the electricity and the gas were cut off. And of course, if you hadn't already sold the television, definitely can't watch a television if there's no electricity. We was without gas for 9 months, and we was out without electricity for 14 months. And we cooked on a tank. We had a tank of gas. And I think the school used to bring it. Well, yeah, of course it is, Ed. Just look what's happening in fucking America. You can't even get a fucking education. Let alone if you fall sick. They might not. If you look at Russia in the olden days, don't forget Russia is not a communist state now. And if you look at Russia in the olden days, it used to take a long time to get things done. without a doubt. But if you if any fucking 60 or 70-year-old Russian came to Japan, their heads would be fucking spinning round with the amount of choice. I'd love to go to Cuba. I was going to go to Cuba Gooding, but he keeps on fucking fondling women. He's going to get a drink. I'll give you an example of fucking Britain, or a supposed fucking, in the Second World War, as you know, that gay cunt, who made the computer to help the Enigma machine, he fucking did a massive fucking favour. He shortened the Second World War. He shortened the Second World War. And how did they fucking thank him for that? They threatened to jail him when he came out he was homosexual. They was going to jail him, and they ended up fucking giving him, or they gave him a choice of fucking medication to stop him getting a boner. He ended up killing himself. This was a man that fucking worked to save the fucking British public and save a lot of fucking lives. How the fuck did the government reward him? Governments are fucking cunts. Especially fucking America and fucking England, without a fucking doubt. It's somewhere like that, yeah. Maybe the sun's not out, Ed. That's what one thing I like about Japan, apart from the friendly Japanese, is that if the sun is out in winter, it's fucking warm. It really is. I think there are videos of idiots doing that, aren't there? I think last night I fucking pissed 3 litres in. 3 litres. So, Ed, when you go back to bed, how many hours do you go to sleep for when you go back to bed? I think I'm gonna, after tonight, I'm 7 days no alcohol. Go for a 7-day. So that'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday at 8 o'clock. So that'll be, is that 8 days? How many people do you reckon freeze to death in Russia every year? You remember? Do you remember when the asteroid went through Russia? You remember a few years ago? So, do you remember the asteroid that fucking just went flying past? It broke some windows and I think it landed in a lake in Russia. And it was a massive, yeah, for your child. Oi, you. Otosan. Otosan. Is that the same girl as before? I'm trying to give my sweets away. And then the Daily Show, they showed a video of Russian, because in this video the Russians didn't give a fuck. This meteor's fucking flying past at 35,000 miles an hour. The Russians didn't give a fuck. And then it showed you a clip of fucking footage of the crazy things that happened in Russia. It's fucking amazing. The things that happen in Russia, it's fucking amazing. And it was just all sorts. Fucking lorries turning over with fucking horses falling out. Check it out. It's the Daily Show, Russian comet, whatever. It's all. Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You didn't know? Maybe I told it. Okay, go on then. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Oh dear, fucking hell, that fucking Jason's turned up. No, it's not that, but at least you'd have thought they'd have been looking in the fucking sky. They weren't. They just didn't give a fuck. Or maybe the Russians were going, it's just another fucking meteorite, or it's another American warplane. But the video, watch the video, it's fucking amazing. I piss on the floor of my neighbours. I just throw the piss outside of the window. I think I've thrown out about fucking at least 200 litres now. What's up, Jason? What's happening, man? Oh, I don't know if you know. Elephant is from Russia, Jason. He's the elephant in the room. Not so long ago that was awful. It's Tankquerayed. Yeah, well, that is a bit fucking. That's a bit small, that, isn't it? That could be a good thing for like those, the long distance lorry drivers in America, in Australia. They have some of the longest fucking trips, don't they? I think I said before, I know an English guy. He was just taking drugs to stay awake. And it's one fucking long straight line, isn't it? What you do is I cut the top off the pet bottle, and then I piss in that. Cut the neck off, and piss in the chicken's head. Yeah, exactly. I've got like several that are full. I had 2 bottles that was fucking, they just evaporated. The piss evaporated over so many months. You know what's going through my mind now? When this gin is gone, should I start on the wine? Jason, the fucking wine is back down to 100 yen. The beer is, let's see if we still got this on. The alcohol campaign is, in the rest of the world, when they say they have an alcohol campaign, it's to get people to drink less. In Japan, the campaign is to get people to drink more. I don't know. What were you drinking, Elephant? Are you drinking, Ed? I piss on the sink when it's in the computer. I'm really so upset that that video of mine didn't go viral. I don't know, in volume, probably Japan. Elephant is a goddamn risky. You're not drinking. Oh. I hope it was me that. I hope it was me that encouraged you to stop drinking. I'm not drinking early lately. I'm fucking drinking. I start at 10 o'clock in the morning. My brothers didn't drink so much in their 20s, and my youngest brother used to say that I drink for all of them, all of us. But now he's a massive cunt. That's how Elephant is keeping his house warm. He's burning the missing people. Are you drinking at the moment, Ed? Baltica 9, is that a beer, is it? 9% beer? Are you fucking serious? There was a drink in England. It was in a small bottle, and I didn't realise at the time because my dad used to drink it, and it was called barley wine, and it was 9% alcohol. Fucking vile. 1 litre can beers in Japan. In Japan, they have a party pack. It's 3 litres, Asahi 3 litres. It's in a big can like this with a fucking spout on the top. And that was part of my song for the thing. And I said, whoever invented that, you're the man. I'm nothing special. In fact, I'm a bit of a bore, a bit of a YouTube whore. And when I start to drink, when I start to, It's usually about Barrymore. Well, I have a secret, a wonderful thing. Everyone's beautiful when I start to drink, and I need a drink now. 'Cause the barmaid's a right ugly cow. So I say, thank you for the drinking and bringing it to me. As for ABBA, they can sue me. Fucking oh Gordon, that's fucking horrible. That is the worst beer I've tasted in my fucking life. That's fucking disgusting. When I got a glass of that, and he fucking charged me like 900 yen, a small glass, it goes 900 yen. I said, have you got the right fucking price for this? He goes, yeah. Expensive and fucking tastes like fucking shite. That's the worst beer I've ever had in my life. Oh, it's fucking hell, man. It has, it's got, well, the taste is fucking shitrous. No, I can't fucking drink that. It's just, the taste is just too strong. How much, what did you get when you, how many whiskies were in the sample set? He said he wasn't drinking. Ed says, he says he wasn't drinking and he's bringing a beer. No, so did they give you like a 9 shots like that size? If you got a whiskey tasting in Japan, I don't know if they've got it again this January, but they just give you like a little bit. But when you get like, when you get 40 or 50 of these, a little bit, when you get 40 or 50 of these little bits, it's a good day. Check out my video on that. I did a fucking video on the beer festival, whiskey festival. Was it free, that sample set was free? That's not quite a shot though, is it? 50 millilitres? Is that Old Miller? Is that well, fuck that then. That's not a fucking sample. It's not free. If you had a sample punch in the face, you wouldn't want to pay for it, would you? I'm getting there. Is that a punch in the face? No, wait, like I've done these whiskey festivals in they have whiskey festivals in Nagoya, Osaka and Tokyo. They're fucking great. They're about 4,000 yen, 5,000 yen. If you go early, if you get the ticket early, it's 4,000 yen. Yeah, well, I can. I'm guessing this is an American first beer because it's crap. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean that doesn't make me want to drink that. It's crap. When I was in New Zealand, I won a T-shirt, and in India they have a beer called elephant beer. Is that a beer? Is it, Jason? The chav beer. I have drunk 17% wine. Fucking disgusting. I have drunk 9% Chuhai. Fucking disgusting. 9% barley wine. Fucking disgusting. I think the best percentage for a beer is about 5%. The best percentage for a wine is 13%. And the best percentage for a whiskey, vodka or gin is the sky's the limit. I don't think I'd like to drink that. Well, yeah, do you like the taste? Well, that's what that fucking, what you were saying before, Elephant, the fucking O Garden. White bear. There is a on one of my, when I go driving around Nagoya or close to me, there is a cafe called the White Bear. It's closed down now. They've got a big polar bear in the fucking window. Personally, I don't think they should encourage polar bears to drink. I hope you're collecting your urine in bottles, Ed. I want to see bottles of it. We should have a urine test. I think my neighbours know that I'm throwing piss out of the window. He shouldn't have stood beneath my window. Jason, do you know the Great Wallenders? I remember this story. It's a Russian story when one of these icicles fell off a tall fucking building and it killed a Russian straight into him. What gas? What are you saying? What are you asking? What gas to, Jason? Yeah, you know, there are lots of. I remember when I was in. I don't. Yeah, it was on sale in England. That's the worst fucking beer I've ever tasted. Ricky Gervais was doing a concert and he was drinking Foster's fucking ale. Or he was advertising Foster's ale, but that is the worst fucking bit. Castlemaine Forex and Foster's, they're fucking shite. I package it and send it off. No, but this is the same with fucking Heineken and fucking Budweiser. Oh, you poor bastard. Yeah, when I stayed in America for the longest, for about 5 weeks at one time, and I was used to go out for a drink, but a night on American beer, like Miller Lite for example, Budweiser, you woke up the next morning, your head was just fucking fuzzy. You didn't even have an headache. Your head was just like. At that time, I did not even know about margaritas. Where the fuck is our gay South African friends? It's because they don't know how to spell, is it fucking shite or something like that? Oh, she's a big girl. Stature and breasts. Yeah, the fucking, you know, when they're big and like there was a girl last night and and she was like about 6 foot tall. She was a schoolgirl, and she was on the train station. Then she was in the supermarket. She was next to the elevator, and so I gave her some sweets. As I've been doing this last week, I've been giving like this candy away, you know, for Christmas, and she was very, you know, very nice. She wasn't weirded out or anything. Yeah, but like if they're big, it's all they play basketball, you know, like 5'10" or 6 foot and proportional. It's good. I mean, just look at. No, not Jerry, not that. No. Have you seen those two obese sisters? They're making a fucking fortune. Two really obese, horrible fucking sisters, retards. And then there were the sisters on British TV. Their mum and dad came into the studio saying, "You're fucking, she can sing." Talento, yeah. And I think the dad made the dress for the daughter. Simon Cowell's going, "What the fuck are you wearing?" "My dad made it." This girl is fucking hot. Or maybe she's part of that group I was calling fucking idiots earlier. So one of the funniest things I ever saw, there was like two guys from Wales, like a partnership, and they were so fucking bad. They were so good. They were so bad. They were good. Yeah, that's it. She was like a fucking shower curtain, but made out of cotton. and it just went around the body. But there was two guys from Wales, and the one guy was singing, and he could sing. He was all right, nothing great, but he could hold the tune. And then his mate was going bada 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 bada. It was fucking hilarious, man. Jason, would you? Speaking up for Jason. Jason had shagged sheep, big sheep. I don't know what Krang is. Let's see if I can look it up. Which one is this? This girl is looking at me strange. I don't know if she's a retard or what, but... Jason Boyle. Well, there's a comedian called Boyle in Scotland. So what should I put? Krang character? I've never heard of that word before. But that Krang isn't, that's not a woman, this one. Did you take anyone with you? Did you take girlfriend with you? I think Susan will die a virgin. Is Jenny your daughter? Or one of your girlfriends? Okay, Paul. Cheers. I went to, a few years ago, I went to the Ghanaian yearly Christmas party, and I gave a speech. No one asked me to give me a speech. No one asked me to give a speech, but I gave a speech to a room full of fucking Africans, and I just said, your national dish is shite. I said, what you need to do is put some gravy on it. Sometimes truth hurts. I exited from a back door. If it's good food, always eat it first, mate. Is that fresh oysters? But isn't that summer now, though? Isn't it? Sounds a bit dodgy eating fresh oysters in summer. Was it fresh? Oh, this little girl I tried to give candy to earlier is freaking out. Are you joking? Oysters? I love oysters. I love cold vaginas. Didn't I tell you my old girlfriend was an Eskimo? Well, you two guys come from the same part of the world. I love them. They're not like slugs. They're like slags. In my county, Yorkshire, there was a big Italian. He was born in England, but he was like Italian descent, and he held the world record for eating oysters. And a few years later, he actually died eating oysters. Go to the north of Russia. If you go North Russia, is that like close to Finland? I love them. One of my favorite dishes, like oysters raw or oysters kaki fry. Fucking beautiful, man. It's a big country, I heard that. What you need to do, Elephant, is look at the television show from the 1960s called The Big Country. And that show has the $6 million man in it. Does some Russians, like a lot of people, they want to go to this part of the country because it's nice. Do you get many Russians wanting to go to Siberia? You might see a dad saying to his family, this year I think we'll do a fucking trip to Siberia. Lake Baikal. What was that lake? The Urals, is it? It fucking disappeared. The Russians did something. Now the lake is fucking dry. One of the biggest lakes in the world. What do you call it? It was is it the Aral Sea? It was the biggest fucking lake in the world, and they stopped feeding it. They cut the water off, and now it's fucking dead and dried or something. Don't blame me. Blame fucking YouTube. That's what they're telling me. This kid is still crying. I think this girl behind me, she's getting a fucking fingers or something. really done it. I think Ed would be proud of me. I can imagine one day that Ed's wife comes into his room and says, "Are you still listening to that fucking idiot?" That's it, Harold. See, I was just thinking that the other day when I see, those when you're a family man and you've got young kids and you go to one of these fucking ponds or lakes and then you get one of those big fucking ducks. That's fucking hard work, and the kids don't want to fucking know. Those are the worst things you can go on as a dad. Yeah, I think in New Zealand, the dacha, they call them a batch. In England, we call them the House of Chavs. What do you call that? What's that political show in America, Ed? With it's the one that Kevin Spacey was kicked out of. I'm fucking going. I'm going out of. This that fucking stinks. I haven't watched it for ages. It used to be called the Aral Sea, but then everybody started shitting in it. I can't see how many people are watching now. Does it matter after 2 hours? I did 2.5 hours this morning. One of the best times of my life in Japan is when I was teaching English with my mates. And after I think we'd teach a couple of lessons, a couple of 90-minute lessons. And then we would go out with the students. And the students got to practice their English. And they liked us, we liked the students. And we'd go to an izakaya. But the best thing was, me and my mate, because we're gaijins, we would eat a ton of food, we would drink a lot of beer. And all the girl students, they only drank tea and they had a little bit of food. We would fucking feast, and it would be like $20, and everybody puts in. If it's like fucking 20,000 yen to 10 people, everybody puts in 2,000 yen, and it's like it's shared in the group. You don't start saying, I only had a fucking tea, I only had a fucking chip sandwich. You fucking pay the same as everybody. And when I first came to Tokyo, I met this guy from England. We got to the cash register. He got out his fucking calculator, working out who ate what, who drank what. I'm not talking to people, am I? No, at that time I was actually about 85 kilos. And then I went to 75 kilos. Hey, fucking tell you what, onions have gone up in price. Onions now, I saw onions the other day, 80 yen for a fucking onion. And I thought that can't be fucking right. And then I looked to the opposite me, it was like fucking 240 yen for like 4 onions. 60 to 80 yen for a fucking onion, are you fucking serious? The fucking Paki restaurant, so much is going crazy. But you can make it with a lot of things, can't you? But did you get food and drink for the $19? This is what happens in England at one of these things. If you get like 4 to 6 people or 8 people, and you're sharing the bill. So if someone has a fucking shrimp salad, then someone else orders the shrimp salad. And so they try to fucking balance it out. Someone orders a fucking double whiskey, someone orders a double vodka. They don't want to be fucking buying other people's drinks, no matter how entertaining they are. And that's how it works in England with a group of people. Is it buffering? I went to, me and my mate, we always used to order like large bottles of beer. And so one night we go in this restaurant in Sakai in Nagoya, and we say like, oh big bottle of beer. You go, no, we haven't got any left. So he said, what do you mean you haven't got any left? Because we haven't got any left. It was like fucking sumo. And there was a big group of sumo, and at the end of their table were the fucking crates of beer. And they had this game, these sumo wrestlers, we were watching, and they were slapping each other across the face. I worked with a sumo wrestler. He was 150k, 160k, and he slimmed down to like fucking 90k. He was a nice guy, really nice guy. I fucked him over on a job once, and I offered to give me the money back, but he wouldn't take it. There is no similar beer that tastes like fucking Old Gordon. No beers taste like Old Gordon because it's fucking shite. It's just too perfumey. It is the beer of gays. That's the best way I can put it. It's just too, it's too, it fucking makes me vomit thinking about it. But I like, Stella is in England, Stella is very, very popular. And that's what I would drink all the time in England, because it was 5%. All the other beers were like 4% or less. I drink Stella or Guinness. They were both 5%. But the thing about beers in Japan, they're all very similar, but you can eat food with them. You can't eat food with like British beers. KM, what I've been saying, mate. Thank you for backing my theory up. but it's not only that, because gays have more money, and they afford fucking Old Gordon. And this is it. It's a hoe. They're hoes. So the people that drink Ho Garden are hoes. Oh, Garden Pride, yeah. Nice one. No, I don't. What if, like you say, people come round saying, "I want this and that." Now and again, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall foul if you haven't fucking drunk anything. You didn't realise that was the deal. But if you realise that's the deal, then you're fucking chucking them down. Maybe I should type it in. I'm gonna type in "Oh Garden Pride" see if it's a thing. It's fucking turned up. No, the thing that's turned up is "Oh Garden Price." Okay, I'll tell you what it says about Ho Garden. Pouring Ho Garden is just like letting the sun fall into your glass. That's according to the brewers. It's unfiltered white Belgian white beer that gets its unique of orange peel and coriander. Wow, I like coriander. But I don't like German wheat beer either. There you go. Maybe elephant. Looks like Ed was getting suspicious about Ryazan. But the gang leaders usually speak good English. I tell you, fucking, you got to be careful what you drink these days. You become the drink. No, it's just, I don't know if I was more upset about the fucking taste or the fucking price. Another unique factor is that Ogarden is a bottle conditioned, which means that the beer has a second round of yeast added during the bottling process. That creates carbonation. We have been making Ogarden for many years and we still don't know why it tastes like shit. Oh, there you go. By the way, Ho Garden is pronounced Who Garden. We don't give a fuck, you Belgian faggots. How many people knew that? Who Garden. Those fucking... What are they? The people that don't speak French but speak the other things. No, definitely not. No, I don't like beers over 8%. Definitely not. I have had fucking wines that taste like fucking vinegar. Something went wrong, and that's not a nice experience whatsoever. Or you went to someone's house. Yeah, if you went to someone's house, no, that's not right, no. If he tells you before you come to bring a bottle of wine or chip in, then that's a different thing. I did that once. I bought a fucking case of beer. I invited friends round, that cunt I mentioned before, and their partners. No one fucking gave me any money for the fucking beer. Look, since in Canada, just electing that cunt fucking, what's his name? That fucking pen pushing, cocksucking, pandering fucking puff. You said fucking goodbye to your country. And I think Canada, they hold the world record. They hold the world record for a swinging government. And I don't know if it was his dad, but they fucking they were so pissed off with that government. I think they voted like 90% for the new government. Oh no, the cider's a different thing, mate. Cider's 8%, 9% cider. It's sweet, so it tastes different. It tastes nice. Strong ciders are different from a strong beer. Yeah, but you got to admit, they're 19 Australian dollars. That's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money, especially to you, Jason. Yeah, I've had some scrumpy. I went to well, because the scrumpy area, that is just above. We were in Limpston on a training course, and I was with this ex-Marine regular called John Flack. So he fucking, they're walking along and he sees this someone's fucking whistling or shouting at him. And he goes into this fucking apartment. He goes to the fucking house. He fucking kicks the door down. He fucking kicks down the door of the house. They're just fucking teenagers. So we have to do a fucking runner. 3 of the fucking Marines get arrested. We're fucking hiding away. So the next we go back to camp. We fucking wait in a room. 3 of them, 3 of the group are still fucking missing. The coppers put them in the cell for the night. The dad came round complaining to the police that his fucking door was kicked in. And in that kind of city, you know, where the troops are close by or in the they get away with fucking murder. Bristol, that was the longest fucking 4 weeks of my life in Bristol. Are you a native English speaker? Or are you a Japanese that had the misfortune of being brought up in Bristol? You poor bastard. Do you know Callum's Corner? He's a well-known YouTuber. Do you know Callum's Corner? He lives in Bristol. I don't know, but in Britain now, there's some fucking dodgy fucking goings off, and maybe it happens in America too. In Catterick fucking army base, there's been fucking loads of suicide. The fucking sergeant was fucking new recruits, male and female. No, but cider's one of the fucking best drinks because you can't water it down. You cannot water down cider because you know straight away. Yeah. But I think it happens in America now. If there's like an attractive, if there's an attractive, they go missing. There's one missing at the moment, a young attractive black soldier. They're fucking missing, man. They fucking kill him. They rape him and kill him. The biggest crime is the fucking army never fucking investigates it properly or does anything about it. If you've got like a non-commissioned officer, fucking not just tormenting but beating and fucking raping fucking recruits, why aren't they not? Surely it only takes one suicide to fucking realise there's something wrong. No, this was in recent years, man. Oh really? Thank you very much, Kyoto. No, check out Callum. He's crazy. He's got about 300,000 subscribers. He works hard at his fucking channel, and I couldn't figure him out. I didn't know if it was a fucking act or he was real. He was very difficult to tell. I still don't know. I think he's a great actor. He's definitely interesting, definitely funny. I think he tries too hard, actually. This weekend he's doing a 3-day binge, only drinking alcohol. And I sent him a message. I think, wait, it's not a fucking good idea. Also, you're fucking encouraging your young viewers to check him out. Callum's Corner. He's a nice guy. But like I say, he works very hard at his channel. Was the muesli bar on the floor? What, the calendar I'm talking about? The guy is from Manchester, and he starts his videos off with "Hey up," and so I've made a couple of videos about Callum, and he actually used to support me on Patreon, $10. Is he a nice guy or a fine lad? I would say he's a nice guy. No, he is very interesting. But his facial expressions and the phrases that he comes out with are second to none. And if you say he's the same guy that writes for someone else, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised. Just tell them that I sent you. If I went back to it, I'd definitely like to meet up with him without a doubt. Now Callum, he met this guy from Wales, and Callum supported him and helped him and introduced him. And it was a bit of a fucking tosser, this kid. Now, what I don't like, if I make a comment on another YouTuber's channel, I'd like them to say thank you or cheers, blah blah, something like that. This cunt said nothing, so I sent him a fucking mouthful, calling him a Welsh wanker, something like that. And if I didn't, maybe I should reiterate that. Callum, he got introduced to KSI. He's a big YouTuber in England. He's the guy who fought with J. Paul. And this KSI, he had 10 million subscribers. He introduced this fucking wanker to his subscribers. This cunt was thinking of killing himself. Fucking loser. And then KSI, he went on his channel, did something. KSI introduced him. All of a sudden, 1 week, 350,000 subscribers. The rest is mystery. I don't know if Whistler production is this Whistler Productions. I'm getting pissed now. Yeah, he's getting KSI is getting bigger and bigger. I think he's now into TV. Like KSI, he beat Jake Paul 2 times. Maybe the second decision was a bit dodgy, but did you, I was checking out that Tommy fucking Fury, and he kept on saying, I've been around boxing all my life. Being around boxing all your life, you could be fucking Harry Carpenter. You could be a commentator. You could be fucking mopping the fucking floor up. Being around boxing all your life and being a boxer, 2 totally fucking different things. Walsh Blanket, I have no idea, man. And then I watched some of his fights. The guys, I think I could have beat 3 of the guys that he fought against. And I'm not kidding. And there were 3 fighters. Out of these 3 fighters, their track record was 15 wins, 178 defeats. Can you imagine that? So all these guys did when they got in the ring, they just backed off. They were like tall and skinny. They were like fucking 9. That Tommy must be like fucking, I guess is at least 80, 90 kilograms. And his opponents were like 70 kilograms, 75 kilograms. They just fucking backed off. It's just like a trainer, but can you do us a favour, mate? Can you get fucking beat up for me again? And to be truthful, even though Jake Paul cannot box, he fucking works at it, you know. He's fucking. But if you looked at him body-wise, you'd think he should fucking beat him every day. But the thing is, Tommy Fury, I don't think he's a boxer, you know. He boxes, but I don't think he's a boxer. Triple G's dead, isn't he? Actually, I think Jake Paul is beginning to get a bit of respect in certain circles because he's working at it. He's working, he's training, he's trying his best. But it's the same. I don't think he's a natural boxer. Not many people are. I can only think of one good Australian boxer. He had a funny name. Was it Kenny something? It was the all-time best boxer. I don't know that. The Russians have got a good boxer, haven't they? Middle guy. He's got a good name for himself. A boxer from Sheffield fought him last. Fennick, Jeff Fennick. That was it. All right, Peter. Yeah, Jeff Fennick was, that's the guy I'm talking about. Mike Tyson, fucking gay. Jake Paul's been slagging him off, hasn't he? I want to fight Mike Tyson. Don't think that's a good idea. That's the Russian guy, yeah. That's. Yeah, I know that Australian boxer. He's got a funny name. But what was he also a boxer? To tell you the truth, I don't think like Tyson Fury and his dad had any faith in Tommy. Like Tommy stopped boxing to go on Love Island. That's not a boxer. He's a lover, not a fighter, as Michael Jackson once said. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm just a pillow biter. I don't know Jerome Coffey. I went to a World Championship match in London, Sheffield boxer Errol Bomber Graham, and he lost to Mike McCallum from Jamaica. We were so fucking upset. I know Jerome's brother, Copy. Oh no, his name now, Cooper. Ask her, is that your girlfriend? She's a wrestler? I think in my when I did judo at the Meiji Jingu in Tokyo, and there was only one young girl. So I only I only did judo with one girl, and she was, even though she was very goofy teeth, but it was still exciting wrestling a girl, or doing judo with a girl, grappling with a girl. That is so fucking exciting. Is that your girlfriend? Ask her. Or is this a different person? But I think the thing with wrestlers, with male or female wrestlers, is even if they're smaller than the man, they're just a lot quicker. They're so fast. Did you ever see that Russian arm wrestler? And she was like beating men. But when you're a pro, if you're professional at something like that, you beat a lot of people. Can someone tell me? I don't know who this Asker is. Is that Butch Japanese girl? fucking thing. Special guest, Kanachan cutting bluefin tuna. Okay, I'm not sure if I know this girl. I remember in 1990, I went there was, I don't know if these, because I've never seen them since, and it was this arcade game. It was 500 yen a go, and it was like a cockpit, and it was like a fighter cockpit, and you went in this cockpit, and this cockpit went fucking 360 degrees round all the time. It went fucking forwards and sideways. It just spun round. It was like a, I've never seen them. I don't know if they stopped them because they were dangerous, but it was certainly fucking exciting. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You're a fucking, you're a graphic designer and all fucking wrestler. Yeah, 500 yen. It was fucking great. There was a, you know, Stephen Merchant from, and there's a young girl, she's not in the news now, a young British girl. She's going out with an American comedian. And I can't, her name, she's not in the news recently. She was in one of the Mercury, she was playing a Russian sister. And she was fucking hilarious, funny, great actress. And Stephen Merchant made this film, and it was in England. There was like a family of wrestlers, mum, dad, daughter and son, and they wanted to be on WWE. And the only one that made it was the daughter. And so Stephen Merchant and The Rock was in it as well. They made a film about this family and about this girl becoming part of the WWE or WWF or whatever. I'm sure this kitchen and stuff are asking, what's up with this cunt? You haven't had a beer or a wine tonight. So I better not fall flat on my face. Yeah, when I was staying in America, I used to watch those fucking things. And when I was there, there was like, there was a British couple, two guys, tag team, and they had a fucking dog. I think they were called Santa Monica something. and they had a British bulldog, and they made up this bullshit story. They were doing quite well. They were like at the top of the pile, and they had a British bulldog, and some other wrestlers like stole the fucking dog. Oh, she retired, has she? Okay. I did actually click on a clip and see the girl. She's quite attractive, isn't she? I watched. I never had a good opinion about fucking Mickey Rourke until I saw his life story. And when he was a kid, his stepdad used to fucking beat the shit out of him. And this, I think if you're a child and you're abused like that, where if your stepdad or stepmom fucking treats you really bad, you can't do anything, because if you say anything to your mom or your dad about the fucking stepmom or the stepdad, they don't fucking believe you, because they want the relationship with that fucking arsehole to work. She's quite cute, that girl, isn't she? Ask her. Oh yeah. I used to watch those as well. Big Daddy, Giant Haystacks. They were the big two physically, and the big two draws. Yeah, I don't know if one or both went to America to try him. His wife, Big Dad, Giant Haystack's wife, was about 5'1", 5'2". I've only been to one wrestling match in Sheffield, and the crowd are far more interesting than the wrestling, without a doubt. The fucking crowd are the best thing to watch at a wrestling match in a small venue. They are fucking obsessed. They're fucking crazy, the crowd. Without a doubt. With this one, I think it was a Sheffield wrestler, and he was deaf and dumb, and he was getting he was getting some bad treatment, maybe from the referee or the other fighter. And this woman, she walked up from the front row. She emptied her fucking purse, and she put all the money from her purse on the stage, maybe intimating that she would pay for a rematch or something like that. Yeah. I used to watch when Ichiro Suzuki went to America, but every time I seemed to watch him, I seemed to give him bad luck. I loved Ichiro. I thought he was great. One of the best baseball players ever. His athleticism, his skills are amazing. His family lives very close to here. He lives maybe 10, 15 minutes away. Because usually Ichiro is the name given to the first son, but Ichiro has an older brother. So I can only imagine that the dad looked at the first son and went, "You're not deserving of the, you're not deserving of the name Ichiro." No, I used to like it because Ichiro invested interest, so I used to like it. Maybe there's a big guy now from Japan, isn't there? And he seems to be doing pretty well. He's a big guy, and he's a good pitcher and a good fucking batter. So I've got to go for the piss. Well, that's the gin finished. Rather than, am I still broadcasting? Let me know. So rather than bring a knife to the restaurant and slice the lemon in the restaurant, I took the lemon home and sliced it. Can someone say something so I know if I'm still broadcasting? This could be my longest live stream. No food at the moment, it's just drink. I'm just watching something on the screen now. It's about a Japanese chess called shogi, and the recent champion, 19-year-old boy, and he's broke all records. This 19-year-old boy. Then he took his mask off, and his teeth are just all over the place. No, I haven't. Fuck the cunt. I fucking up that guy so much. And then he fucked me over, so fuck him. I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't want to see the cunt. He was planning to kill himself this year, but the increase in non-ferrous metals has kept him alive. No, I think I tried to learn it once by some club. I taught my kids chess, so. Getting drunk, maybe I should have some. Like this broadcast in 3 minutes is going to be the longest live stream I've ever done. 3 hours. So the guy I was talking about before Kyoto, Callum, he does like overnight. He tapes himself sleeping overnight. He's got a young fan base, and sometimes he gets a bit giddy. But like I say, he's an entertainer. He works hard at his channel. But he's been around 300,000 subscribers for quite a long time. This is the new food in Japan. It's fucking shite. And that is chicken. This is chicken with it's got like a sweet sauce on it, then it's covered in fucking tartar sauce. And it is fucking shite. But the Japanese know no better. That is the most popular food in Japan at the moment. No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. It's it might be in selling conveniences, but it's on sale in supermarkets and restaurants. I had some the other week. Fucking really regretted it. Oh, so you agree, yeah? Yeah. But it seems to be, it's been popular the last few months. But the thing is, they just fucking coat it in this fucking tartar sauce. You only need a little bit of fucking tartar sauce. Oh, really? It's popular in Europe, is it? Well, I don't class myself as European. And I think if you're from England and you class your fucking self as European, then you're a bit of a twat. You're fucking English. If you're from Scotland, you're fucking Scottish. If you're from Wales, you're fucking Welsh. If you're from fucking Ireland, you're fucking Irish. If you're from Russian, you're fucking Russian. You're not fucking Eastern European. I have no idea, but it seems to be very popular. But it's just greasy liquid in your mouth. What the Japanese, they have certain things with fried chicken, and they put all kinds of shoyu sauce, soy sauce, and fucking garlic, whatever. But one of the best fucking chicken, and I sent this to my nieces in England, and it was just a powder. It's a fucking cheap. It's a fucking cheap powder, basic powder, maybe salt and pepper, and you just get your chicken and you just coat it in this powder, and it's as tasty as fucking anything. It's a very cheap, but they just insist on fucking soaking the chicken in this fucking thing for fucking several hours and then frying it. Simple is best. Unfortunately, in England, our simple is fucking Boris Johnson. So maybe not in that case. So what would you if you were to give a foreign visitor to Russia a meal, what Russian meal would you give them? Yeah, but you got a fair point there, yeah, without a doubt.今何時？
今は9時55分ぐらい。
あ、そうですか。
はい。
I'll have two glasses of wine. はい、ここに注文します。
失礼します。こちら下げますね。
Thank you. Or a decanter. I think two. That will explain. I'm really fucking pissed. This is the coupon book that they give you. And you can come in and give them the coupon. Dude, you live in fucking Russia, how can you be a gourmet? I really can't, I can only think of borscht. Is that borscht? Is that a Russian meal? Cabbage and meat? Don't forget, this is not a gourmet thing though. It's like a homemade thing. You know what? I think in American the black people call it soul food. But for example, if I was in England, what I would give people is a meat and potato pie with gravy and peas, or roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. If I was in Japan, I would give them sukiyaki, which is meat that is dipped in egg, then dipped in a sauce and eaten with rice. That's fucking brilliant. That's what if I was in Japan. If I was in Italy, I would probably give them lasagna. No, English, that's not true. English food is good. But the thing is, it's all made at home. And I guess the similar thing in Russia. They say this, Italian food, but it's like spaghetti. What the fuck is spaghetti? If you come to Japan, lots of different foods, mate. Great food in Japan. Great food. No, but I'm just thinking of what is a popular. For example, if you go home to your mum's, and what is a great food that she makes for you? And cabbage soup. Well, doesn't sound too great, does it, pal? But they do make that in Japan. It's called cabbage roll, and what they do, they get the cabbage and the mince. It's popular. It's popular in Japan. They put the mince in and the cabbage. And yeah, my wife has made it a few times. Yeah, should say my ex-wife. But the thing is, in McDonald's, they've got everything, man. Everything. Yeah, but they use cabbage for making that, and they also use cabbage with pork schnitzel. They have the widest range of foods in Japan. No, I've had cabbage soup. It's all right. I've been on a diet. I have actually fucking grounded. When I was trying to lose weight, I put fucking cabbage in a fucking grinder, and I drank fucking cabbage juice. I only did it once. Fucking, it's very, very sweet. Cabbage juice is very, very sweet. But it's a good thing, cabbage. Yeah? In fact, in the British government now, we have lots of cabbages. They're cock-sucking, corrupt cabbages, but they are cabbages. No, but I think if you finally chop cabbage and eat it with, like, pork and rice and 1 or 2 beers. But I think it's also a popular German dish. And when the did you try that? Did I upset you, ma'am? Did I upset you when I talked about fucking Russian food? Sorry, pal. I don't want to upset you, ma'am. It's how you make it. I apologize. Yeah, the corrupt fucking cabbages on it, the fuckers. There was someone tried, like the corruption in Britain, and they'd like to lay it off, and by saying, well, they're not as corrupt as Indian politicians. Who gives a fuck? They're fucking corrupt. And the thing is, when they're pretending not to be corrupt, You know, like I'm surprised that more fucking politicians aren't fucking killed. I was facing a politician in Japan. He was just a Japanese politician. I didn't know him. This is going back 20 years. I just felt like slapping this guy on the fucking head because he was a politician. Smug fucking cunts. Smug fucking cunts. There are very, very few politicians. It's like coppers. There are very, very few coppers and very, very fucking few politicians that are good for the fucking country. The majority are fucking cunts. But what do you think it's like if you're in America? But the thing is, in America, I remember going in a delicatessen in fucking Wilshire Boulevard. It was fucking great. It was great. Just looking at all these different foods. I just wanted to fucking... Because in Japan, you don't really get a good delicatessen. And the burritos look fantastic because they've got all these different world foods. But I don't know if, like in England, we do have Yorkshire pudding and roast beef and a good Sunday roast, and it can be chicken or pork as well, and we fucking like that, you know, like it's a hot, filling meal. And I just wonder what it is in America. What fucking I didn't press the button. It's funny when I've still got a warehouse, but when I used to take my dog for a walk, and this guy said to me, "Have you got any work?" Oh, he's from the Philippines. I said, "Yeah, what do you want?" He goes, "How much money do you want?" He says, 5,000 yen. I said, "Well, if you want 5,000 yen a day, I can pay you that and you can work for me." It was very fucking, he worked for me and it was interesting, but he was very unreliable. And there was a homeless woman in the town, and she just stood by this supermarket all the time, and I used to take her food, and she actually brought me food. I think she got food from a combini. They gave her a load of food. She brought food to my house for me and the kids. But the point of this story is this Filipino called this woman, like, instead of saying homeless, he said scavenger. Clearly cruel. You know, it's what's wrong with scavenging? The person that scavenges in order to eat and survive is better than the politician or the fucking businessman that is corrupt and doesn't pay taxes. Those are the fucking cunts, not the people who are doing desperate things to stay alive. If you have no empathy with these people, you're just a fucking cunt. I used to work at a German restaurant in Tokyo, and every now and again, and it might have been a certain time of the month when they needed to get rid of products, they would give us these German sausages and potatoes and gravy and a glass of beer. They're fucking beautiful, man. It was beautiful. The German menu was great. I just appreciated that so much. And every now and again, they'd let us fucking eat in the kitchen and have this really nice food. And I went a few years ago. That restaurant now, which was a German Hofbrauhaus, is now a Gusto's. So the Mama-san sister was one of my judo teachers. Can someone pop a short message on there if you can still hear me? Am I still boring you? Please pop a message on there. I don't know why this fucking say yay, no, yes, we can see you. Or I've got to fucking re fucking do this thing again. Well, it looks like. Okay, thanks for me, no, guys. So now the Wi-Fi goes, and it's like I don't know if people are watching or whatever. I wish there was a better way of doing it. So. Well, I've got my two wines. I think the shop is at 10:30. I don't know if I can. I don't think probably. Well, I've got some peanuts. Mama, try for a 3.5 hour. Do any of you guys watch Victor? So a couple of months ago, I was having problems with the local authorities, and I was definitely thinking of going to live in another country. What's it like in Russia now? Is it dangerous in Russia? Is it more dangerous in, for example, in Moscow, in London, for example, a lot of fucking stabbings. MP, can you remind where you are from now? Only one person there, wow. Everyone's gone. Three hours, 20 minutes. Well, I'm gonna go. If no one's there, I'm gonna go. If anyone is there, I can see one person. Thanks everybody for watching. Oh, yes, I'm in the sun.